Welcome to the show.
Oh my god. What's that? What's that?
I don't know what that is. Guys, we're back. It's another thrilling episode of the show that we do. I'm telling you right now, we goofed up by getting rid of our little footrest, man. We used to have the most perfect of footrests. Ideal in every way. Now we're in this garbage zone.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Look,
I'm Ace Bentley.
You're done with that crap. That's over now. The audience has had their fill of that forever.
Listen, I was trying to do something. You totally stepped all over it.
How would I know your dumb plans?
Listen, you gotta go with it, man. What happened to yes and?
What happened
to yes and?
Perhaps my shutting you down was funny in its own way.
Nope. It was just very hurtful.
Fine, let's do your dumb bit.
Nope. Too late.
Well, no, I'm sure it's going to be really good.
You missed it, guys. You missed a classic Suns bit.
Classic D-Mark solo job.
Classic Suns bit. Down the drain tubes.
Famous character wanker D-Marks was going to do his solo job. Gonna solo love his acting bone. Pretty good. That's a good bit.
What was a bit?
Me saying funny words.
What was a bit?
Me saying funny words.
What was the bit?
Me saying funny words. It's a great bit. A classic Suns bit, I gotta be honest. Don't say what was a bit. Don't say it again.
But I was so close to saying.
I know you were. We're all tempted to say it. But we can't say it. I kind of felt like was almost an offensive thing there, though, with me saying funny words. Kind of sounds like I'm doing a retro caveman situation, which is offensive to cavemen.
As I say, we wouldn't want to offend those cavemen.
Listen,
remember those Geico commercials? I recall them being a very litigious bunch.
Here's a secret.
Okay.
Caveman can't watch this because they're dead. Also, they never would have used computers.
Dude, what about
Billy the Caveman? For sure.
No, that's not who I was going to say.
He's like way into it.
I was going to say Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
What was that again?
It was one of Phil Hartman's characters on SNL. He was an unfrozen caveman lawyer.
I actually do kind of remember that. Do you want to talk about something that you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about? But it relates?
I really want to get to the bottom of how Sydney got this machine.
I like
shotgun.
it.
I do too, but like it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, go on.
Okay.
So, I'm glad you stepped all over my possible joke to talk about something I'm not going to care about.
Listen, could you be any more salty? I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was talking to a lightly seasoned saltman over here.
Listen, I learned from old Salty Crab, a character who we have not made enough reference to on the show as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no, maybe if everyone would watch Sleeping Dogs, instead of us bringing it to them, they should bring it to themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Do yourself a gift to yourself. And watch Sleeping Dogs.
Do yourself a gift to yourself.
Yep. Dude, I do myself gifts to myself all the time. It's great.
It's true.
It really is a way to up your self-esteem, I feel.
Yeah.
Because you're feeling kind of down, but then you're like, you know what, I'm going to do a gift to myself.
You know, I feel the audience has an obligation to entertain themselves.
That's not wrong.
But at the same time, we're giving them
a strategy
the tools.
a strategy that works great with children.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a hammer, but then you have to use the hammer. All right. That's what I think. That's fair.
Here's the thing. Tell a man a joke, he laughs for a few minutes. Teach a man how to tell jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll make other people laugh. And he'll make you laugh.
Ugh.
And now you're getting ahead, because now you're laughing.
That's called recycling.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything funnier than that. Anyway. Okay, so here's the thing. About Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yes, it's Saturday.
It's actually Friday, which is better than Saturday.
In some ways, yes.
Well, Friday night's better. Anyway, here's the thing. So recently it was the
40th anniversary.
40th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. And that's all well and good, right? It was actually quite an extravaganza. They had a show about it.
I believe it.
Which you probably didn't watch.
Nope.
That's why you wouldn't know about this. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't know if you've heard anything about this, but Eddie Murphy was at one point on Saturday Night Live.
I was well aware of that.
Sweaty Murphy. And he...
Did you just come up with that?
No, I wish I did. He was credited for, like, basically keeping the show alive. He was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, for some reason, Eddie Murphy has decided that he is no longer ever going to be funny again. Like, that's not even a joke. He's just, like, done being funny forever. So, like, they had Chris Rock, like, introduce him. Because, like, there were some people who got, like, a special time to, like, talk.
Yeah.
Like, Martin Short got to, and, like, someone else got to.
Dude, I don't like Martin Short. Go on.
We'll circle around to that. But anyway,
let me guess.
Every person on Saturday Night Live was on that show.
Okay, so they had Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Of course.
He had his own time. Bill Murray, yes.
Did they get
Dan Aykroyd? Yes.
Did they?
Jim Belushi,
I was about
yes.
to say, did they get James Belushi back?
They did not get Jonathan Belushi. He's dead. They get Jim Belushi. They actually had the Blues Brothers perform.
Quote unquote Blues Brothers.
The substitute Blues Brothers. It's funny because Dan Aykroyd is wearing a Crystal Skull vodka hat.
Ah,
yeah.
Of course he would.
Dude, I saw online.
There's a guy who's never going to be funny again.
Dan Aykroyd's still funny. He's still trying to be funny. That's part of it.
Well, the problem is I don't think he's trying. I think he's being funny, but I don't think he's trying to be.
What do you mean by that?
Because he's a total crazy nut job nowadays.
Oh, yeah, that. That's something else, though. Anyway, no. Okay, so...
Just working the counter.
So anyway, Chris Rock
My
does
shift's over in 2 minutes, buddy.
So he's got
to make this worth my while.
Too bad.
All right.
So Eddie Murphy does this huge...
Xbox huge.
like, intro for him, which is, like, super...
Wait, Chris Rock introduces Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does a super nice job, and he's super nice about everything. Gives him, like, all the proper respect he could ever ask for, right? So, like, it's wonderful. It's great.
Would you say it was wonderful?
No, I'll tell you why. Because Eddie Murphy comes in, Sweaty Murphy comes in, and he's just like, hey, thanks. Okay, bye. And that's it. Like, he doesn't do anything else.
What?
Yeah, okay. Todd Glass, one of my main boys, Todd Glass, he talked about this because he was upset about it. And he's a very opinionated gentleman.
That is very true.
And so he was like, okay, I understand maybe you don't want to do an old bit. Because a lot of people are doing old bits they used to do. Like,
right.
Steve Martin was there.
I was going to say, was Steve Martin on?
He did King Tut. They did Wild and Crazy Guys.
Oh, good. I was hoping they did Wild and Crazy Guys.
Is it Wild and Crazy?
Yeah, it's Wild and Crazy Guys.
Yeah.
Because we're too wild and crazy. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that could be...
did Jane Curtin come back?
Yes, she was on... they did a Weekend Update.
Nice. That's good.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, like, he didn't do a bit. That's fine, even though he had a million funny bits. He has no obligation to do so. Right? He doesn't have to go back and do a bit. That's for sure.
Right. So what did he do?
He came out and said thank you and then got off the stage. And so Todd Glass was mad. He was like, okay, you don't have to come in and do a bit. You don't even have to come in and be funny. But if you're going to come in and do nothing, why don't you just not come in?
Yeah, that's a good point. I would probably agree with that.
Yeah, and so I was trying to get to the bottom of why Eddie Murphy has such a problem, like with this. And it turns out that Eddie Murphy was mad at Saturday Night Live in general because on some Weekend Update one time, David Spade said that Eddie Murphy's career was like in the downslope, like it was going down, and that's it. So he's never forgiven that. So my question to you is, how has David Spade negatively affected your life?
Well, he made Joe Dirt.
That's a good point.
Yeah, which I don't think I need to go into any more detail about.
No, you don't. He also, isn't there Joe Dirt 2?
Apparently it's being made, as I recall.
That's too bad. What were they thinking?
Dude, it's like, the problem is, like, I always kind of feel dad for David Spade.
I always feel dab Spade.
Because, like,
because he's, well, dude, you should feel the same way, but worse about Chris Kattan.
No, I don't feel bad about Chris Kattan at all. The only reason I feel bad about David Spade is, like, David Spade, like...
Killed Chris Farley, I know.
No, well, he
nails a bunch of chicks all the time for some reason.
He not only, like, got really famous because of alongside Chris Farley, but, like, he worked really well with Chris Farley, and then Chris Farley went and died.
Yeah.
Which is very sad. Did they do, like, an in memoriam section?
Oh, they totally did.
Yeah, I gotta imagine.
Yeah, it's a big deal. like a tremendous amount of people from Saturday Night Live died.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, it was a good show. It really was, and it was actually quite entertaining. They had John Goodman there.
Oh, nice.
They had Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, they're multiple hosts.
The people who hosted the most. You had what's his name?
Who else hosted a lot?
Dude, okay. I'm gonna go into my other problem in a second. You're about to resound. Yeah, so Alec Baldwin hosts a lot. What's his name?
John Goodman.
John Goodman. Tom Hanks apparently did a few times too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, Christopher Walken hosted a lot, I think.
I'm not sure if he was on. He must have been. They would have been crazy not to have him on.
Yeah, because he did the Continental, one of the most famous.
Yeah, they must have at least tried.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was funny because apparently John Goodman hosted 13 times and he said, I hosted 13 times, or a Goodman's dozen. And it was delivered so poorly that it made me laugh. Because he's just like, not even trying to act. It's like, the Goodman's dozen. It's really good to me. Anyway, yeah, so that was good. But, what? Gus Olson, ombudsman. What's an ombudsman? Ombudsman?
It's probably like an alderman.
Umbasa.
It's probably like an alderman in that no one has any idea what it does, but
Yeah.
you've heard it before.
For real. Anyway. So, yeah, poor David Spade has an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about Chris Kattan because I've never liked Chris Kattan.
That's not fair, though. Chris Kattan worked hard. He just was Pipsqueak.
I didn't like any Chris Kattan character.
What about Night at the Roxbury's?
But I'm not there for Chris Kattan. I'm there for William Ferrell.
Okay, that's BS because they were doing literally the exact same thing.
I know.
There was no difference in their
I know.
character
I just forgot
at
about
all.
I literally just forgot about that. So I was trying to just
I know.
scoot past that.
I wasn't gonna let you have that one.
No, you did. You did good.
I'm trying to think of any other characters. Dude, they had
He did Mango, who everybody hated.
Mango was bad. Mango was real bad.
He did. Corky Romano was not on the show. It was just a movie that he did that nobody liked because it was obviously
It was
terrible.
stupid. Yeah. I'm not in love with Chris Kattan. He also he did Mango. He did the monkey guy, whatever his name was. I don't think it was Mango.
Oh, wasn't that like Mr. Peebles or something?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was awful.
Yeah.
Truly awful. Anyway, I don't know. He worked well with other people, and the problem is you look back and you're like, oh yeah, when I watched it during the 90s, I thought it was bad, but now I realize it was good. Because it's so bad now, it's ridiculous.
Wow, yeah, that's...
You're like, who's the funniest person on now? Bobby Moynihan? That's okay. Bobby Moynihan's great on Comedy Bang Bang, by the way.
Yeah, I see that he is quite a frequent guest.
Go listen to any, you heard the best ofs. Anyway, yeah, he's really good. He's unfortunately, like, the only good one. Keenan, I think, is no longer on it.
Yeah.
Of Keenan and Kel.
Keenan Kel.
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, I remember he's not on anymore.
Which is no good, dude. It's no good. The thing about all the people got, like, super famous. Dude, how much is Jason Sudeikis thanking his lucky stars?
Yeah, that's true.
He was on that show, and then bam. He's knocking them out of the park every single minute. You're like, oh, hey, I'm Jason
Yeah, I
Sudeikis.
didn't even know he had a star on that show. I stopped watching SNL because I used to watch it like religiously. Like every Saturday night, I would watch SNL.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I stopped watching probably. That was probably around 7th or 8th grade, because there was a glorious time in my young man's life, where I think it was E. They just ran reruns of like early 90s SNL like constantly.
I kind of remember that.
Because it was like a big ratings thing for them because everybody loved those episodes because it was a great cast.
Yeah. You got William Ferrell.
Oh, this is before Will Ferrell. This is like...
By the way, this is the scariest part of this game. People still think this is like really scary.
It's so weird they have this music.
Yeah, it's weird.
Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair.
They should have just used gas here or something. By the way, really no one would hear this? Anyway. Happy trails.
Hip dip dip.
Greetings, martyr, and welcome.
So they knew they were gonna. Yeah, we all know that.
It means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry.
You're feeling
Perhaps you never
emotions
got to have
like
grandkids,
sadness.
or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of
Well, the only
us
thing about
has
the models
an
in this
important
table
role to play.
that they never got
For
it
some
right.
people,
So
their role
this is
might be
false.
to heal the sick.
Is that true?
There's an invisible shelf. There's an invisible like layer that you can't see that slopes off of this shelf.
And some of
So that's why you try to when you try to put something like down next to it, it
for
just
the
falls
good
off.
of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth
I
living.
already got this.
Think about that
Happy
time you
ending.
kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game.
That is not a picture of that.
I was gonna say apparently
Not a picture of that.
apparently she was giving you a
Parents wouldn't
massage also.
so scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples.
Shouldn't this have
You
changed?
feel
Oh
that
boy.
feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these
That little
things?
girl. That's awful.
Good. What you are
I guess it's a
feeling
baby. I thought it was a pig at first.
You've led a
I think it was a
great life.
pagan.
Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now. And imagine what
Let all these robots murder the fuck out of you.
Yeah, they could have just had anything instead.
Yeah,
when you see
Also,
them.
who collects the bodies?
someone.
Probably an overseer. Wow, you got blindside on that one.
Yeah, I was really anticipating a different approach.
You know what? This is a hard thing to survive. It doesn't matter how good you are.
Yeah. Unless you got a million turbos. Whoa, I'm addicted to turbo.
The coolest drug.
It's the best drug ever.
Oh my god. Anyway, we all learned a lot. Don't ever go to this vault. That's what we learned.
Luckily, I took all this turbo, so I have all the time to drink all this water.
Yeah. Good, 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 good. Like that. Yeah, we really did the
I'm
best.
gonna
of
take all these drugs. Delicious drugs.
that. Delicious drugs.
I love drugs so much.
Love drugs. More drugs. I wonder how much Sydney's really helping.
She just clobberized those turrets.
Listen, that's her job.
Like, for real, just clobberized turrets. Also, I think the answer is nobody collects these bodies.
Well, someone pulls them back.
I feel like it's the robots that do that. It's probably the robots. Yeah, that makes too much sense.
That makes too much sense. None of them have hands, though, except perhaps Mr. Handy.
Yeah, the handiest of all robots.
Now we've learned. Also, that's a huge reward for a non-marked quest.
I didn't see how much it was.
360.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when does that happen?
It's one of the things that makes this game so neat.
All right, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5 out of I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not going to send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you.
This is definitely one of the more hardcore vaults as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Yeah.
It was too late, guys. Speaking of too late, that's the end of this episode. We got a lot of things done today. So reflect on it, and don't become a martyr. I'll see you next time.